Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Beyond the Shoot. Not only do I set up the bar, I make drinks at the bar. Psycho Steve back for a special Sunday edition of Back to School, where we'll be grading WrestleMania 34. By the way, happy Rusev Day. Let's get started with the kickoff show. First match, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I'm giving this one a B. It was very entertaining. There were a lot of veterans, some mid-carders, some tag teams in there, but one thing we didn't have in this match were NXT superstars. They actually had a great show last night at NXT TakeOver, so I thought maybe they might showcase some of those guys here in the Battle Royal. Not to be. But anyway, like I said, I give it a B because there was a lot of action back and forth, being thrown over the top rope, big guys throwing little guys, tag teams teaming up to throw other guys out. Dolph Ziggler saving himself about 8-9 times. In the end, though, Matt Hardy wins the whole thing with the help of, surprise, surprise, the reincarnated Bray Wyatt. He actually came out after the lights went off. Everybody started cheering, who's coming out? Bray Wyatt, he gets a huge pop from the crowd, one of the hugest pops he had in a long time, and he helps him win the match. So I give it a B. On to the next one. On to the second match of the kickoff show. We've got the Cruiserweight Championship, Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. I'm gonna give this one a solid B as well. I expected a little more from these guys. It started off pretty slow, but as they got going, the match started getting faster, moves started getting better. We saw 2 Spanish flies, one from the top rope from Mustafa Ali and one from Cedric Alexander. That move is amazing, by the way. But in the end, Cedric Alexander, lumbar check from the second rope. 1, 2, 3, brand new Cruiserweight champion. Drake Maverick at the end presents the title to Cedric Alexander. Really feel good story for either one of those guys, but I give this one a solid B. This next match I'm gonna keep short and sweet. We got the Women's Battle Royal. First time in WrestleMania history. I was very underwhelmed. I give it a weak C. That's right, a weak C. I do like the fact that they used 6 women from NXT in this match. Not to say that there aren't stars in Raw or SmackDown, but it's good to showcase these women, some of the newcomers, and some of the established stars like Peyton Royce. I hadn't seen her in a long time, but I'm glad she was in this match because she had some really, really good spots. And Mike Hito, he likes her a lot. Surprise, surprise, Naomi wins. How did she win? I have no idea. It was Bayley and Sasha, the last 2 in the ring. Of course, they go to shake hands and surprise, surprise again. Bayley tosses Sasha Banks out. I thought it was gonna be the other way around. I thought Sasha was gonna win. And as Bayley was celebrating because she thought she won the whole match, I guess Naomi didn't get thrown over the top rope, which probably nobody in the arena or anyone watching the television knew that she was still in the match. But surprise, Naomi takes the title, and she is the first ever Women's Battle Royal winner. Now let's get to the show, WrestleMania 34. First match on the card, very excited. The 3-way dance for the Intercontinental Championship. We've got The Miz, we've got Seth Rollins, and we have Finn Balor. I give this match an awesome A. The reason I give it an awesome A is because it had a fast start. These 3 guys are white hot, and the ending was awesome. In the end, Seth Rollins becomes the new Intercontinental Champion, making him a Grand Slam champion in WWE. He used the curb stomp on both Miz and Finn Balor, but he did cover the Miz for the title. So I give it an awesome A. Great way to start WrestleMania. Next match on the card, we have the SmackDown Live Women's Championship between Charlotte and Asuka, title versus streak. This match, another A. These ladies brought it from start to finish, from their entrances to the finish. In my opinion, this is probably the best women's match I've seen since Sasha Banks and Bayley back in NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. At the end, surprise, again, Asuka's streak is now over. The Queen actually had her submit to the figure 8 to stay the women's champion. At the end of the match, they showed a lot of respect, which is also why I gave it an A, a strong A. But let me tell you what happened afterwards. A referee goes to John Cena, who was in the crowd as a fan, and tells him, I believe he tells him, the Undertaker's in the back. So in the midst of the celebration of Charlotte and Asuka in the ring, out runs John Cena, and everybody's focused on John Cena. Takes away from the end of the match and all the respect that was shown, and the fact that the match was an A, I mean, that really took away from it. So I didn't like that part of it, but I still give the match an A. Great job, ladies. Next match on the card, we have the Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship. where we have the champion, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and Rusev. I give this a solid B. This match was awesome. It started off a little slow, but got rolling really, really fast. A lot of guys were hitting their moves and getting the crowd into it. Of course, Rusev added to the match about a couple of weeks ago. He's white hot right now. He has the fans behind him, even though he is considered still a heel. So everybody thought it's Rusev Day. He's gonna win the title. I don't think so. The modern day Maharaja in the end takes it away from Rusev, gets a lot of heat for it, but he still becomes the United States champion. It seems to me that Bobby Roode and Randy Orton were afterthoughts in this match. They're gonna focus more on Jinder Mahal and Rusev going forward, which I like. So I give this a solid B. Great job, guys. Next match on the card, we have the mixed tag team match between Stephanie McMahon and Triple H going up against Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't think this match was gonna do anything for WrestleMania at all. I thought Kurt Angle's past his prime. Of course, he's old, he can't wrestle anymore. Ronda Rousey's too new, too fresh, too raw. And Stephanie McMahon can't wrestle at all. So I thought Triple H was going to have to carry this whole match. Boy, was I surprised. This match I give a solid B. It started off a little slow, of course, with Kurt Angle and Triple H. Angle's moving a little slower because he is older. He's been through a lot. He's been in TNA, been in WWE for a lot of years. But once Ronda Rousey got into the match, surprise, surprise, guys, she did an awesome job. She told a good story with Stephanie McMahon. As a heel, Stephanie McMahon is gold. Of course, Triple H brings it every time, even though he's older like Angle, he still has it. He still made all of his moves, great spots, great hits, hard-hitting match. In the end, of course, the hot Ronda Rousey, and she was looking pretty hot. Won the match with an armbar on Stephanie McMahon, made her tap. Like I said, I gave it a B. I thought it was a great first match for Ronda Rousey, something to build on, and Angle really helped her out as well. So I believe this tag team match, even though I thought it wasn't gonna do anything for WrestleMania, did a lot for the show. Next match on the card, we have the triple threat match, the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship. We got the champion, the Usos, the New Day, and the Bludgeon Brothers. This match I give an absolute weak C. C minus, we'll give it a C minus. This was pretty much a mauling by the Bludgeon Brothers on the Usos and the New Day. Usos and New Day, they've had awesome matches. They were put in this match with the Bludgeon Brothers and pretty much showed that these guys are monsters. They're ready to push them, so in the end, they made them tag team champions. They just dominated the whole match. New Day didn't have a chance. Usos didn't have a chance. The best part of the match was actually the entrance for the New Day, where they had these little people dressed in pancake outfits, dancing around the ring. Can't say too much about that. Sorry, guys. Next up, we actually thought was going to be John Cena versus The Undertaker, because we saw Cena run all the way to the back, thinking The Undertaker was back there. John Cena's music hits. John Cena comes out to the ring. He's happy as heck. Referee comes out and says, we can't find The Undertaker. He's not backstage. So here's John Cena. His face turns from a smile to a frown. Lights go out. Oh my gosh, it's The Undertaker. Nope, it's Elias. I give this segment an F. I think Elias was just thrown in here. They had some ideas going for Elias to be at WrestleMania, not in a match, maybe in a rock show of some sort, playing his guitar, or maybe even a battle royal, but they didn't put him in it. So Elias comes out, strumming his guitar, tells off John Cena. John Cena goes back to being a fan, goes back in his seat. He gets insulted by Elias again. John Cena comes back, does the 5 moves of doom. You all know what they are. I don't like it. You probably don't like it either, but that's the end of the segment. I give it an F. We're not done with John Cena yet, though. He's walking up the ramp, the lights turn off again. What should everybody think? Is The Undertaker? Elias again? We don't know what's going on until you hear the gong. So the lights go out. What are we supposed to think? Then you hear the gong. It is The Undertaker. He has answered the challenge. When you see John Cena's face, he's kind of scared. He's like, what's going on here? I don't know what's going on here. Yes, The Undertaker, of course, takes his 10-minute walk down, but it is awesome. We've got the smoke all the way down the aisle, the thunder, the lights, really, really low. He gets to the ring, raises the lights just like he always does. The Undertaker looks absolutely amazing. He looks like he lost a few pounds. He looks like surgery worked on his hip. He looks like a new man. He comes in and has pretty much a squash match with John Cena, beating the heck out of John Cena. But let me tell you something, that's not a bad thing. It's a very, very good thing, and I give props to John Cena for squashing to The Undertaker, because this is his night. This is WrestleMania night. So when The Undertaker comes out, he's gonna be the show. So in the end, The Undertaker gets the 1, 2, 3 after the tombstone. I also like the fact that he used old school, going to the top rope, showing he still has it, coming down on John Cena. That was one of the best parts of WrestleMania. I literally jumped out of my seat. So Undertaker, welcome back. If it's your last match, cool. If it's not, even better. With all the excitement over The Undertaker, I forgot to give it a grade. I give it a solid B because it still was a squash match, so it was very short, but it was The Undertaker versus John Cena. What can I say? Now, the next match I probably got the most excited for, it is Daniel Bryan and Shane O'Mac versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The reason I got really excited for it is the return of Daniel Bryan to in-ring competition after 3 whole years. 3 years. And I'm gonna tell you what, guys, he still got it. I'm gonna give this match a solid B, very solid B. At first, of course, Daniel Bryan comes out to the raucous crowd in New Orleans. Shane O'Mac comes out as well. And of course, they forgot that these two guys that they were facing, they're not part of the roster anymore because they got fired. So what happens? They get attacked from the back. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens come out from the crowd, attack them from the back. Powerbomb Daniel Bryan on the outside. He's out for about 5 to 10 minutes, leaving Shane O'Mac to fight by himself, which means he got a pretty good beat down. Then, of course, Daniel Bryan comes in to save Shane O'Mac, gets the tag, and does what Daniel Bryan does. Fast-paced action, drop kicks here, off the top rope here, his yes kicks, and these guys are pretty much out of whack. I'm talking about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn because they thought they had taken Daniel Bryan out. In the end, Daniel Bryan gets the 1, 2, 3 because Shane O'Mac didn't even help him the rest of the match, so he kind of just fought these two guys by himself. Of course, I loved all the spots that Daniel Bryan had because the crowd was into it, doing the yes chants all throughout the match. So again, I give it a strong B. I'm glad Daniel Bryan's back, and guess what? Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are still fired, so let's see if they go to Raw. Next match, we have the Raw Women's Championship. We got the champion, Alexa Bliss, going up against her ex-best friend before she body shamed her, Nia Jax. Of course, Alexa Bliss has her little lackey, Mickie James, come out with her. Nia Jax took care of that one really, really quick. The bell rings and Nia Jax pretty much annihilates Mickie James, taking her out of the equation, making this a true one-on-one match. In the end, Nia Jax, of course, becomes the new women's champion. Alexa Bliss put up a really good fight. I didn't think she was going to put up a fight at all. She's 5 foot. What is Nia Jax, like 5'11"? In the end, Nia Jax becomes the brand new Raw Women's Champion. Alexa Bliss, I gotta give her credit. She put up a pretty good fight for a 5 foot little girl. I mean, she looks like a little girl when she's put up against Nia Jax. Nia Jax, she's a monster. But she comes out the champion. It's a feel-good story. Good job, lady. Once again, guys, I apologize. I was very emotionally charged with this match because of the body shaming issue and everything. I was on Nia Jax's side. I forgot to give it a grade. So I'm giving this a solid B. Great job, ladies. Next match on the card was actually the match I thought should be the main event of WrestleMania. That's just my opinion. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. I give this an A-. These guys have so much history going from New Japan Pro Wrestling all the way to WWE. They were destined to have an awesome match, and that's exactly what they did. I thought Shinsuke was the hero in this match, getting more cheers for his movesets than AJ was. But AJ, of course, is athletic. He got his moves in. But in the end, AJ Styles gets the 1, 2, 3 and stays WWE champion. In the end of the match, they show their respect. Shinsuke comes, kneels down, and gives AJ the WWE title. A lot of respect shown until Shinsuke gives AJ a low blow and pretty much beats him down, kicking him in the head, kicking him in the gut, everywhere you can. Another Kinshasa. Sorry about that. Kinshasa outside the ring, leaving AJ lying. Shinsuke walking up the ramp with his new heel look, eyes all bugged out, looked really, really heelish. And like I said, I give this match an A-, but the ending was the best part of this match. Great job, gentlemen. On to the next match. We have the Tag Team Championship match from Raw. The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus going up against Braun Strowman and a mystery partner. Of course, Braun had to choose a partner if he wanted to win the Tag Team Championships. I was kind of excited for this match because of the mystery partner. We didn't know who it was going to be. I might have had my choices of Big Show, Big Cass, maybe another big guy to go with Braun, thinking that they would probably win the Tag Team Championships. Boy, was I wrong. Braun Strowman chose a kid. He chose a child, a 10-year-old boy from the crowd, wearing a WrestleMania shirt, brought him to the ring, and had him as a tag team partner. That makes the Raw tag team division looked like a joke, especially the fact that he won the tag team championships with a child. I mean, I like the fact that you're involving children in the storyline. I mean, it's okay, but there's no place in the ring for a child. Leave them in the crowd. I don't know how to grade this. I really don't. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think, because I don't know where to go with this one. Finally, we have the main event for WrestleMania 34. I have this stern look on my face because I don't like the way this show ended. We had Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship. I give this match an F. I have to give it an F. First of all, this is Roman Reigns' 4th WrestleMania main event, which I don't like. I told you Shinsuke and AJ Styles should have been the main event, but like I said, that's my opinion. But also the match. The match itself, pretty much all suplexes, all Superman punches, clotheslines. There really wasn't any wrestling to it. And keep in mind, the F5s. That's Brock Lesnar's finishing move. He's a beast. He finishes you off with that. He took he gave The Undertaker 3 F5s when he broke the streak. He gave Roman Reigns 6 F5s, and Roman Reigns kicked out of all of them. I don't understand the logic in that. I know Vince McMahon is trying to push Roman Reigns like he's the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. But I can't say too much about this match. I'm very disappointed in the way WrestleMania ended this year. So like I said, I give it an F. Please comment on what you think. I really don't care what CBS or Fox says. They gave it a B. I give it an F. I was very disappointed. The fans were disappointed as well. This is awful chants. Usually they have this is awesome chants. They were chanting this is awful. They were chanting CM Punk. They were chanting boring. They were bored. People were probably leaving. And that's not the way you want to end a WrestleMania. So Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, I give your match an F. Oh, sorry. Brock Lesnar actually won, surprisingly so. We all thought Roman Reigns was going to win because he's getting pushed so hard, but very disappointed. Sorry, that's my opinion. So my final grade for WrestleMania 34, I give it a B-. I'm not going to allow these F scores from Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar and John Cena to affect my decision on this grade because there were a lot of surprises. There were a lot of great matches. I have to give it up to the talent. They worked very hard to make this WrestleMania special. This is why I'm giving it a B. Ronda Rousey came up big, first match ever. We had some surprise wins by Charlotte. We had Undertaker come out again. Who thought The Undertaker was gonna come out? So I was gonna give it a C, but I decided otherwise because these guys worked very hard. Even the writers worked very hard in trying to get to all the spots and make sure everybody has a great match and all the segments were right there. I'm not gonna let 2 matches or 1 segment and another match in the main event affect this grade. So I'm gonna give it a B. Wasn't the best WrestleMania, but they had a lot of really good spots and a lot of really good matches. So I hope you agree. But of course, everybody, those are my opinions on WrestleMania. I wanna know what you think. Please click on this eye right over here and let me know what your grade was for WrestleMania. Also, like, comment, subscribe. I did have a lot of opinions, so I want you to let me know what you feel. Also, subscribe because I want you to be part of my family, my Beyond the Shoot family. Also, follow me on Twitter at Psycho_Steve BTS. Thank y'all for joining me again for another WrestleMania weekend. We'll see you tomorrow on the Raw after WrestleMania. That's the best Raw ever. And we'll see you next year's WrestleMania in New York City.